Hi there, it's Kaylee from Crochet Unraveled, and today I am going to teach you how to make these cute, simple, beginner-friendly boho coasters with optional tassels. This pattern is absolutely perfect if you are just learning how to crochet, or maybe you want a really quick, easy to do pattern to get a set of these done. These coasters are perfect to use in your kitchen, dining room, maybe your living room on that coffee table, or I even just had my cute little candle here sitting on mine. So if you're excited and ready to learn how to make these coasters, give this video a thumbs up and make sure that you subscribe to this channel. And now that we've done that, let's go ahead and get started. So let's talk about what materials you need to make these coasters. First of all, you're going to want a medium weight cotton yarn. I used the Lily Sugar and Cream cotton in white. Then you're going to want a 5mm or H crochet hook, some scissors or trimmers, and finally you'll need your tapestry needle. We're going to start this project out by making a slip knot and slipping it over our hook. If you haven't learned how to make a slip knot yet, make sure you watch this part a couple more times, or I will link to my video on slip knots here. Then we're going to start out by chaining 16 chains. Once you've made your 16 chains, go ahead and turn your work over. We're going to work in the back bump for our first row. So as you can see where I'm pointing there, we're going to do a single crochet in the second chain from the hook. Once you've done your single crochet, go ahead and chain one, skip the next stitch, and then do another single crochet in the next stitch, so 2 stitches away from your hook. We're going to repeat that pattern to the end of this row. So chain one, skip one, and then single crochet in the next stitch, still going into that back bump. And I'll meet you at the other end. All right, now you should have your first row finished. And all we're going to do to start that second row is chain one, turn your work so you can go back the other direction, and then you're going to start with a single crochet in the first stitch. So that last single crochet that you did on the first row, you're going to do a single crochet into that same stitch, and then we're going to start our pattern over again. So chain one, skip one. Now the stitch that you're skipping is that chain from the first row, and then you're going to do a single crochet in the next stitch, which is the single crochet from the first row. Once again, go ahead and repeat this same pattern all the way to the end of this row, and I will meet you there. Okay, now you've completed row 2. And what we're going to do is just repeat the same exact thing that we did for row 2 13 more times, and that's for a total of 14 repeats of row 2 and 15 rows total, including your first row. At this point, just go ahead and make sure you are getting those 14 repeats of row 2 done, and then I will meet you when you're done with that, and we will learn how to make our tassels. Alright, great job. Now your coaster should look like this. We're just going to trim the end of our yarn, and then I'll show you how to make your tassels and how to attach them to your coaster. The first thing we're going to do for our tassels is cut 4 lengths of yarn that are about 7 inches long each, and then we're going to insert one in each of the 4 corners of our coaster, and keep watching to see how I'm going to do that. So just go ahead and use your crochet hook and stick it through that corner stitch there. And you're going to pull 1 length of yarn through each corner using that method. And the beauty of these tassels is that you don't have to weave in any ends, and you can kind of work those extra ends into the tassel. That way your ends are not only secure, but they look nice and you know that they won't pop out on you. Now that you have those 4 lengths of yarn situated in the corners, we're going to set our coaster aside and we'll start making our tassels now. So grab your yarn. We're going to hold our pointer and middle fingers about 1 inch apart, and I find it's easiest to hold the yarn using your thumb and your middle finger to kind of hold it in place there. Once you've done that, wrap your yarn about 7 times around your fingers, and then go ahead and trim that end off near your middle finger. There you go. Then you're going to remove the yarn that you just wrapped. Then grab your scissors again and cut the center towards the bottom where you already have those cut ends of your tassel. And this is why I like to have those pieces of yarn already set up in the corner of your coaster. That way you can go ahead and grab it, and then you're ready to tie it around the center of what will be your tassel. Now you're just going to knot that piece of yarn that's in the corner around your tassel and pull it nice and tight. Also, this is a good time to go ahead and make sure that your tassel yarn is actually centered. And you can brush all your yarn down in the same direction and make it nice and even. Okay, so now we're going to cut another length of yarn about 5 or 6 inches long. And you're just going to place it under your tassel and then tie it near the top. You've all seen tassels before and you can kind of judge how high you should tie it, but this part is really up to you and what you want it to look like. So again, we're just going to do one knot. Make sure you tie it tightly again. Now I'm going to use my tapestry needle and I'm going to thread it with those 2 ends from the string that we just tied around the top of the tassel. And the purpose of doing this is to help conceal those ends and make them look like more a part of the tassel. And it also kind of pulls that knot that you just created to the inside so it's less noticeable. And now to finish off the tassel, we're just going to cut all of the ends at the same length and make them nice and even. And there you have it. 1 tassel is complete, 3 to go. As you can see, these are pretty quick. This whole project should be very quick and you should be able to make a whole set of these in probably an afternoon. Now don't worry if you are a beginner crocheter and it takes you a lot longer than that, because you will get there. And the great thing about crochet is that you can always unravel everything and start again. Once you've gotten to this point, now it's time to make your 3 other tassels and finish off your coaster. And you did it, a completed coaster. Alright, thanks so much for watching this tutorial. I hope that you are able to create your first coaster. I would love to see your finished work, so make sure that you tag me on Instagram for a chance to be featured. You can find that handle down below in the description bar. Other than that, make sure that you subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell to be sure that you are notified whenever I upload a new video. My goal is to help 100,000 people learn how to crochet, and I need your help in doing that. So thanks so much for watching today, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks guys, bye.